What's up? What's going on, you guys? So I am back here doing recaps. I decided to go ahead and do this one because I really was watching the whole season of Basketball Wives LA. I just haven't actually gotten a chance to sit down and do recaps because I've been so busy and I've been sick, as you guys know. So now that I'm feeling a lot better than I was before, and I also got laid off from my job, I have more time to do more videos here and there. So I decided I'm gonna do the recap for this. I might do the Bad Girls Club recap of the reunion when it comes out, but I'm not really sure. And I'm just kind of seeing what else I'll be able to do as well. Okay, so just kind of working out my schedule and just kind of seeing how I want to do things now that I have more time on my hands. All right, so let's go ahead. It's the reunion, okay? And the girls are all glammed up, and the color of the evening is blonde. Seems like everybody has blonde, right? We had Tami with the short blonde hair. We had Brandi with the bob cut blonde hair. We had Malaysia with the long blonde hair, the long sleek blonde hair. And then we had Angel with the bun blonde hair. So I was like, okay. I was so happy that Jacki did not put on no blonde wig because I don't know, I just feel like what she had suits her. There's been some other hairstyles that I really liked. I think she looks nice. I think it was bangs that I've seen her with before and it looked really nice, but I'm not really sure. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about what's up. So, of course, they open up with the killer speech from last season because that was so epic. Everybody was talking about it, where Shauni was like, thank you for your services to Brandi, and just kind of left it at that. So we didn't really know if Brandi was even going to be on this season of Basketball Wives. But they did end up kind of hashing things out in the... during this season, and Shauni apologized to her for publicly humiliating her. But you know, she was going in too, so I didn't blame Shauni for pretty much being like, all right, deuces, because you're disrespecting me. I was like, whatever. So it looks like Duffy's not going to be in the next season because Shauni did mention that she's not really bringing anything to the table, which makes sense. I mean, what was it that she really did that we could say that was remarkable? They didn't show any scenes of her DJing or doing anything like really epic DJing, you know what I mean? So it's whatever, really. She didn't really affect me either way. The only thing, she was kind of good entertainment to get Miss Tami all riled up and to get her acting all crazy, you know what I mean? But other than that, I ain't really see the point. She didn't really bring much. She was just Brandi's friend. Brandi was lucky she got to bring somebody extra. I guess they wanted an extra person and Brandi nominated her, but she wasn't a real good look. Hopefully she saves them checks that she got from this season. So yeah, Malaysia, she had to check Duffy real quick, and I was like, oh, okay. Everybody was like, yeah. Because Malaysia was like, she saw how she was throwing shade at her and throwing shade at every person and just, you know, being real funny style. And she pretty much let her know. I felt like Duffy's kind of scared of Malaysia because she know that Malaysia's a crazy chick. Because every time, she's not really scared of Tami that much, maybe because Tami's older. But when Malaysia talked or said something to her, did y'all notice that she kind of just shut down, or she kind of just kept her mouth shut for the moment? Did y'all notice that? Because I definitely was watching. So yeah, then Malaysia, she told Brandi that she knows her better than she even knows Duffy. But, you know, throwing shade, you call her your sister, but you know me better than you know her. And then Brandi was saying something about how they kind of lost contact with each other. They fell out of, you know, they haven't been around each other in years, and they haven't been around each other for that long. So that's why she didn't kind of know Duffy that well anymore. So the host, he was just like, well, if you don't know somebody that much, they're not really your sister. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like she was going too hard with the whole sister thing. Like, they're probably good friends. Maybe they grew up together. I don't remember the whole, you know, their whole back history. But I'm pretty sure they were pretty darn close, you know. But, yeah, Malaysia's most likely right. At the end of the day, she's been around Malaysia more, especially these days. So, if anything, the person that she should be calling her sister would probably be Malaysia. I mean, I guess it's whatever people want to say, you know. So Duffy mentioned that she had apologized to Angel Love because she pretty much called her like a thought. But like, you know, once again, the whole shade thing, like saying something without really saying it. But if you're smart, you'll catch it. You'll read between the lines and catch what somebody's saying. I hate that shade stuff. Like, don't be throwing that over here because I can see it. So Angel, she said that she didn't really accept the apology. But Brandi kind of called it out and said she was being fake. Both of them called it out and said she was being fake because they said that while the show was airing, that Duffy did apologize to her and she accepted, and they was like texting each other. They were cool. Now all of a sudden she upon the show, she's on the reunion and she wants to boss up. She trying to keep that position, trying to keep that job. So she trying to get them ratings, you know, hashtag Angel Love situation going down. You know, and they were saying that too. Even Brandi was saying that, like, all of a sudden you get all big and bad and now you got balls. Like, seriously? And then she was telling her, shut the F up. I'm like, this is a different side of her because she was not acting like this in the beginning. But then again, you never know. Like, you know, people start seeing their checks. They start seeing that they could be cut potentially. And it's going to make you do what you got to do to keep your money. You know what I mean? And I think that that's what Malaysia did as well. Because remember, first and second season, I feel like Malaysia was more of like the prissy chick. It could have even been longer than that. But then I feel like she started like getting into the ghetto girl, you know, the ghetto fabulous, because, you know, she's still fabulous type of chick. And just kind of like speaking up for herself and not letting Jacki walk all over her and manipulate her and things like that. And just letting people know, like, you're not going to do that to me. You're not going to talk to me that way type of thing. Which was cool, you know. I kind of like her more this way. I like her being real and not trying to be what, you know, others want you to be or whatever. So, but yeah, Brandi, she's always trying to get into like her friend situations and things like that. And her and Angel was arguing back and forth. And then it was crazy because Angel got up like she was about to do something. And Malaysia checked her real quick like, nah, sit down. Sit down. Come on. You know, like, just let her know, like, don't be bossing up and getting up on my friend because it will be a problem. She don't even gotta retaliate or do anything because I'm here, you know. I'm like, these girls, like, at the end of the day, I feel like Malaysia and Brandi are like, you know, like this. And they'll do, you know, whatever for each other. Because we've seen Brandi defend her on several occasions when she just didn't feel like, you know, saying anything. So next they touch bases on the situation with Tami not being able to conceive. And, you know, that really touched my heart. Every time I hear about her situation, just her being so brave at the age that she is and just continuously trying and complying for this man. Because at first, when she was on marriage boot camp, she wasn't even trying to do it. She wasn't even gonna make it an option to try to conceive or have a child, you know. But then she, I guess they're so in love that she changed her mind and she wanted to go ahead, and she had, I think, 2 miscarriages as well so far. And because of my current situation with my fibroids, which I talked about a little bit on my main channel in my update video about my health, you know, this is really, I think it touches me even more. Like, it made me shed tears throughout the whole season, because if, depending on the surgery that I choose, I could be in a similar situation where I won't be able to have any more kids if I want to. So it's kind of, it's scary, it's touching, and I definitely commend her for sharing her story, her struggles, because it's not a game for having fertility issues and things like that. So finally we talk about the crazy battle between Tami and Duffy, and everything that, you know, everything that Duffy said that she didn't say, or she didn't say it that way, it was revealed right there. Like, you said it the way Tami said that you said it. You said all these things in front of her daughter. You tried to make her daughter seem like she wasn't important, she wasn't relevant because you worked with all these big name people. And that's pretty much what it showed on the screen. She looked like a big a-hole for doing that. And anybody, any mother, because I know somebody come at my son like that, is going to be a problem. Anybody who has a child, has a younger sibling or whatever, somebody that they take care of, unless you're a very passive person, you're not going to let anybody talk about your kids or, you know, the person that you're taking care of or your family member in any type of way and get away with it. So I totally understand why Tami got so crazy and so upset. So yeah, there was like a whole bunch of stuff. Shauni was like that she doesn't have to, because then they talked, then Shauni like somehow came into it, and Shauni was saying that she doesn't have to always, like, she's pretty much not going to be on the show anymore because there was nothing that she really brought to the table. And she doesn't, if she's such a big time DJ Duffy, which none of us ever heard of, you know, until today, shade was being thrown, and I'm saying the same thing. I mean, I've never heard of her until this season, and I still haven't Googled her. I don't know what she really does, how good she is or anything, but yet she's booked, you know. And Tami made a funny, you know, she said something that was hilarious to me. She was like, she wanted to do a boxing match with her, right? But she's like, at the end of the day, you're not really that booked. You're not really that big. Because if you try to get Khaled, if you try to get DJ Envy, if you try to get any of these DJs, they're booked. You know, you can't get them unless you got a whole bunch of money to book them. But she was like, at the end of the day, you was a cast member of Basketball Wives LA. You wasn't just doing like cameos. Oh, I can't really be here because I'm so booked. I gotta do DJing here and DJing there. It wasn't really that serious at the end of the day, which is true. I mean, you so booked. How you do a whole season of a show? You gotta be there to record it and everything. So yeah, come on. So yeah, so she's pretty much, it doesn't look like she's gonna be there unless she comes up or talks to Shauni behind the scenes or something, kisses a little booty. But I don't know, I'm kind of over her as well. I'd rather see somebody else. I don't know who. Angel, she kind of seemed like she about to be off the show. Not Angel Love, but the other one, the regular Angel. She seemed like she gonna be off because she was saying that she wishes the girls the best. And they're like, what are you saying? Are you saying that you're not coming back? And she's like, no, I'm just saying that I'm not going to be around the ladies like that. How does that make sense? How you not going to be around them, but you want to show with them? So what, you just going to have scenes by yourself? That's not a show. You know what I mean? So, Shauni's definitely not going to let that rock because there's no entertainment in that. So I didn't really get what she was trying to say. It's either you're in or you're not. So, yeah, Tami had mentioned that Duffy did connect with her face when they was having that whole fight. And she said that that was a punk move because everybody was holding on to her. She felt like she was being jumped because Shauni pulled on her hair. And she's like, you know, trying to defend herself or whatever because she didn't know what was going on. And she said that she didn't really respect her. So she wanted to have a boxing match, a sponsored celebrity boxing match. And Duffy's like, yeah, we gonna do this. But at the end of the day, Shauni was just like, all of this stuff is not gonna be relevant after today. Pretty much saying like, Duffy's not even gonna be here, so it don't even matter. Like, you'll probably never see her again unless they have a reunion special where they bring back old people that were on the show previously. Or maybe she'll start getting invited to events that VH1 is doing or something like that. Maybe that's when they'll run across each other's paths. But other than that, I doubt that they'll be, you know, seeing each other. And Duffy, I don't think she ever really hung out with, like they said, she didn't really hang out with Brandi like that until recently. So, yeah, they probably won't see her again. So, it's not even that serious. Tami, I feel like Tami just needs to let it go now. Because you had your moment, you know, you got it off your chest. I think she's just mad that she didn't get to beat her up. That's the whole thing. And I know for me personally, when I had a fight, which I'll probably talk about in the story time, but just a little bit of it, I remember I was so pissed off that I got sucker hit. So, yeah, I remember I was looking for the girl every day for about a month. Like, I was crazy going on my psychopath. So, I can understand what Tami's feeling right now. but I feel like she's above that. Like, she said she's about to be in a movie. She's still on the show. Like, just chill out, get your money, and that's it. Like, don't catch any lawsuits or anything like that. But yeah, guys, let me know what you thought about the episode. And let me know what shows you're watching and things like that, okay? I'm trying to make a comeback for y'all, okay? Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.